Do 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 do. Hey everybody! Yes, today is Sunday. I'm here with two very special guests. It's Father's Day, so I am here with a very special father. His name is Heartless, and he also is here with his son. I would like to let them introduce themselves, even though I already introduced you. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's going on? It's Heartless from Short Life Entertainment.
Caine, I'm just independent lonely right now.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, I'm really happy to have you guys here with me today. One of the things that attracted me to your music is the movement that you have with the no profanity. How are you able to make street music without cursing? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I first started, I was using profanity and
Hmm.
whatnot, and I used to send songs to my pops and whatnot, and he understood where I was going with it. But he said that I should try to strive more to reach out to the people more. You know what I mean? To be different and to show them that I can do. Reach them on a different level without using
Hmm.
profanity. And I thought about that, and then when I started it, there was a lot of people that was saying I wasn't going to be able to do it. So that pretty much is what drove it.
Okay.
That drove my because I don't like being told no or I can't accomplish something.
Right.
So, but between that and like spiritual reasons, I decided, all right, cool, I'm going to prove everybody wrong. So I built that brand around doing no profanity, and I built my craft from doing that, and it just became easier day by day. And business wise, I figured when I started getting more into the music side of things, I realized that's the best thing for me to do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
On multiple levels, because I won't have no problems getting my music out there on any type of level. And the fact that it's still streets, I'm good on that level.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because I don't make music for artists. I make music for fans and people that have been through what I've been through. I
Right.
just tell my story differently, just like any other artist.
Right.
So for me, that was the best way to go about it, and I constantly prove everybody wrong day by day with everything that I'm doing.
Okay. I like that. I like that. A lot of people would say that cursing shows your lack of education anyway. So the fact that you are
I've heard.
able to, it's the fact that you are able
Same
to
thing.
still lyrically use your words correctly without expressing yourself in a vulgar way, double half after that. Yes, one more time. Yes.
Yeah, I've
So,
heard that.
yeah.
I've heard that. I definitely heard that, and I think uh, just the whole fact of me, just the way I do it and whatnot. And I don't like to be the norm of what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and that's why I threw in profanity-free street music because it throws people off.
Right.
The first thing they think about is, oh, is it gospel?
Right. 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 Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
then I'd be like, just listen to it. And then when they hear it, they'd be like, oh,
Right.
it's
Right.
different. They get it, but you have to hear it first
Right.
to really understand it. But I built my brand around it, and it's working on multiple levels.
Yes. And speaking of building your brand, I was wondering, how long have you been in the game with not just doing the no profanity, because you did mention that you were cussing in earlier
Mhm.
music. So how long have you been in the game?
Since for about 2010,
Okay.
but officially about 2013, I had signed with a label that was Tape Music Group. I came out with an album with under them called Keys to the Game, and
Okay.
I had a song called "Come Correct" that was played on Whammo. I did a video for that. Um, so that was like my first album under a label. I did have a hood album before that. I had a song called "Sit Back," which was on Music Choice, if you remember that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it was on there. So I've had ties to music pretty much
For
all
a
my
while.
yeah for a
And
while.
good connections also.
Yeah.
Because I see that you mentioned, being with Tape Music. How was that experience being under a label?
I learned a lot from that.
Hmm.
I learned for just marketing because I'm business oriented on what I do and whatnot. So I was just watching and seeing how things was as far as that. So on the business side, I knew the things that I had to do and whatnot, but they're not around no more. So
Okay.
but for my first album that came out, it was good. and whatnot. And like I said, my song was on the radio when I did a video for it
Okay.
and whatnot. So for their part that they played, because I believe everybody comes into your life for a reason or a
Reason.
season.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that was their season for that,
Right.
and that works.
Right. I went back and I listened to that song. I like that video and I like that song also. So, like you said, everybody has a season and a reason. And the fact that they dropped off, is that what inspired you to start your own label?
Now I always had my own label. I Short Life
Okay.
Entertainment. I had it before them,
Okay.
but it gave me the drive to actually put more effort and more work into bringing my label out because I wanted my label to be a certain way. Like they didn't do no profanity either, but also the music that I do it's some of it might be sexually suggestive,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't deal with that also. So the only way for me to really put out the music that I wanted to without profanity was to bring my own label to the forefront. That's why I came up with the profanity free street music, to
Okay.
separate the difference of it.
And I heard you earlier speak a little bit about spiritually the reason why you decided to stop the cursing. So it's like your spiritual reach, is it godly, or is it something that you just have in yourself that you're trying to find?
Well, no, I've always grew up in the church and different things like that. It's just for me, just the things that I look at now and how I was as a person growing up. I grew up in the streets, drugs, guns, you name it. I've
Hmm.
done it, sold it, bedtime for it, and all of that. So for me to try to change, I had to look at to see what my faults was. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And what I so I prayed about that. Like, what is it that I'm doing that that I need to change? And I know me cussing, that's my trigger.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's one of my sins. So as a person, I try to grow. So for me, that was one of the things I had to stop. And if I could stop it in my music, then I could stop it in everyday life. Now, when I get mad, yeah, there's just no filter. It's just what it is.
Right, right,
But
right.
that's a work in progress. But I'm working on that though, because
Yes.
I'm not perfect. But for me, doing it in my music, not cussing, that's my I love that. That's my level. That's what I do every day.
Okay.
So that's my line where I start at,
Hmm.
so I could keep it going from there. And like I said, too, people didn't think I could do it. Like literally, a lot of people didn't think I could do it. I've heard. I used to beef with people about it. People talk stuff about it and all that. So I just like, cool. Business wise, I'm smart.
Right.
I just don't portray everything to everybody. You know, what I mean, I move in silence. So what I do, I let my actions
Hmm.
speak for themselves.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, I wasn't even around like for 3 years. I wasn't doing no music or none of that. I was building my other businesses up.
All right.
You know what I mean? To get everything ready to do what I needed to do.
Right.
So this just all started happening with this tour and everything about 8 months ago. So
Okay, okay. We'll get into the tour a little bit later. I want to, kind of focus on your son. I'm sitting across from you guys, and it's funny because when I came in, I didn't know that you were his father. I felt as though, you know, good black don't crack. We already know this. We know this already. So
right.
it's like, it's good to see this movement. I like to see families working together, and especially like a lot of people, Wayne calls baby pops and things, and they're really not their dad. So
Right.
to really have your dad with the established
Well,
position.
Well,
I'm basically Wayne as pop.
Okay.
I mean, he been here since I was 2 years old, 3 years old. It's not
Okay.
my biological, but
But
this
he
is still
is.
baby.
Yeah, yeah, but he
Yeah.
is though. Like, man, it is Father's Day, so we could talk a little bit about it. There's a difference between a father and a daddy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a privilege to have a dad, because a father can make a litter of kids and not take care of none of them. But a dad literally is the person that is there, loving, molding, and help raising the child. So since we got that clarified, how does it feel to have your dad as your stepstone? As the person that is going to rise you up in this industry.
That's so good because I know besides myself, I ain't got nobody else. So, yeah, I mean, if somebody else is willing to help out,
And to believe in you.
And I know
into
that person too. So like I know it ain't nothing shiesty. It's like just genuine.
right, right,
So
right,
I could definitely rock with
right. That's what's up. As far as your label, is this going to be one of the first people, or do you have other people on your label with
No,
you?
he's independent because he does use profanity, but
Okay.
he's on, and that's fine. That's
Right.
I'm just here to help him with the business side to show him something different instead of just because music is only 5%, 95% business. So I want him to learn that part of it so that he knows. So,
Right.
but he's on one of the songs on the album that's coming out. So he's
Okay.
on our Ghetto Dope song,
Okay.
and he'll be
How you
on.
talking about dope and not
He'll
cussing?
be,
I
you
gotta
got you
hear
gotta
this.
hear
I
the
gotta
song.
hear this.
Yeah,
Just even talking about dope right now makes me want to say fuck. Get that fucking money.
Yeah.
Like I literally want to say that when I hear dope.
When it drops, yeah, it's different. Even my other song, the video we just did, it's on the album. It's out there. The videos on YouTube. It's different. But he's also going to be going on tour with me, so he's going to be traveling.
Awesome.
We got a show.
Awesome. Where is it all that? So the name of the tour, what is the particular, like, every tour has a name. What's the name of this one?
Heartless Destiny tour.
I like that. It's your name. Double half. Yes.
Stuff, yeah.
That's what's up. When I think of Heartless, I think of Kanye West. So I think that was smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though, you're before the Kanye Heartless CD, but everybody's gonna have their own way of connecting with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When you think of Heartless, you think like you're gonna be ruthless. Then you're like, but I don't cuss. You're like, what? Heartless? Like, what do you mean? So it's like
lifestyle and music is like what I am and what I've done. I had to be heartless where I grew up at.
Okay.
I grew up in the projects,
Mhm.
so literally I lived that life. You know what I mean? But on the music side, it's a business, so I know how to keep different. I wear different hats when it's time.
gotta be heartless in business.
Right.
I'm learning that myself right
Yeah.
now. You have to be heartless in business.
You do.
So the fact that if someone curses, they cannot be on your label at all.
No, everybody that I plan on signing in the future is going to be profanity free.
That's
Like
awesome.
they can even, because I know everybody pretty much curse. But on the business side of things, once I build my label up, because I'm doing a lot of different things that I didn't put out there yet.
Okay.
So I didn't even bring it out there. But once it happens and I start bringing people on, if I like somebody for their talent, I might sign them for an album or two. After that, go do what you got to do.
Right,
Use
right.
that buzz that you accumulated, you know what I mean, from being on a label, and then do what you got to do because it's still a business.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't expect people to change who they are. It just is what it is. Like he used profanity, but he's on my song, but he's not using profanity on
In
my
the song, right.
Right. You know what I mean? So, and if I'm featured on anybody's song,
Yeah.
I'm not going to use profanity.
Yeah,
Right.
correct.
Right,
That's
right.
just it. That's
right,
just what
right.
it is. So I
Yeah.
respect what they do as artists, whether you use cuss words or not. It's just for my label. This is my brand, and I respect my brand. And if you don't respect my brand, then we just won't deal. It's not personal.
Yeah, and you're keeping it true to
Right to what I am.
Yes, and I really actually, I like that. That's another one of the reasons why I wanted to have this time where we broadcast. Like a lot of people would be afraid of not cursing, but like how we started out the conversation, literally a lot of people in business feel as though when you do curse, you don't have education. So they look at you and say, you know what? All right, I'm gonna let this person make a CD. I'm gonna take all their money. When they look at you because of what it is that you are putting out there, they're like, oh, gotta try something different with this one right here. So I really like that. And like I said, I like the name of the tour. I like the fact that your son will be on a tour with you. You're giving him the dopest experience. Like I know you know that. Like y'all should hug because you should be that excited. It's Father's Day.
He's a grown man.
Man, men hug, man.
He knows.
All right.
He knows what
All right, y'all gonna high five then? Just high five one time. All right. I like that. I like that. That's right. See, I'm all about love. Any way that you can show that love. I got excited for you just now. Thinking about you even being on tour, you literally are just getting into the game. I'm gonna let you explain that in a second too. But the fact that you're just getting into the game and you're about to be able to have this vibe. There's people that's been in the game for over 10 years and still have never been on tour. Man, that's hug worthy. Y'all ain't got hug on camera. We're going to get a picture with y'all hugging, and I'm going to keep it for myself. But I just want to get a little bit into you. Tell them again what your name is.
It's Caine.
Caine Ells. Yes, get it right, because I had to write it 4 times. Do you hear me? Yes, he wanted to make sure I got that name spelled right, and I understand it because I want my name spelled correctly. So just tell everybody a little bit like how long you've been in the game and everything. Some of the music that you have out right now.
I ain't even been in long. Like the beginning of 2017, I had put out freestyle on YouTube called Heartless.
Okay.
But before that, like I was already I've been rapping for like before I was able to write. So I was just like freestyling a lot. So that's all I do like every day. So when I do that freestyle, I just like let's just put it on YouTube. Let somebody hear something. For something like this, I guess. Somebody needs to hear something. But lately, I've been working on a couple of different sides. Literally came from the studio. They picked me up and came over here. But I don't know, like it was like in the beginning. I started off. I put out what was it? A remix, Black and Out remix, and I forget what the other song is. But I just put out Double G.
Okay.
Which is my single. I just put out on the 7th.
And I like that. I listened to that. I like that. I like how you are what's going on right now, but you kind of got a little bit of a old school flow to you. Like you really do. You got a older vibe to you, but you still are keeping up with the Joneses of right now. So I like that. I like that. Are you going to perform that single on his tour or no, because there's cursing?
I mean, we ain't really giving up much of the details about
okay Everybody come and want to be exclusive, but don't want to tell no exclusive shit.
He's performing a Ghetto Dope song.
Okay, all right.
On the tour.
All right.
Yeah, my tour is all profanity free.
That's good. Guess what? It ain't hugs free, and he's gonna be so excited up on that stage.
Oh, I know he is.
You're gonna be hugging.
I know he is, because it's it's opening up his brain and what he does.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
yes.
Him meeting other people and other connections. Like he's basically getting a free pass into the industry. And
yes.
You know what I mean? Like I do everything for a reason.
That's awesome. Ladies get to see them lips. You happy about that?
Hey man.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, get it. Hey, what they say, get it lit. As far as your tour, are you starting here in Pittsburgh or are you starting somewhere else?
No, I'm starting in Lansdale. My first show's out there, so on the 18th. I have a show in August in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Which will be at the Smiling Moose.
All right, that's awesome.
I'm still corresponding with other venues right now.
Okay.
And I'm also next month I'll be booking for September and October.
That's what's
so
up.
I'm going to be touring pretty much all year because everything's already set up now. Music wise, business side, website, album, all that's done. So now it's just touring. So that's my plan. I'm just going to keep booking and everything. I mean, I have a team just other than me.
Okay, that's what I
publicist. I have a social media manager. I have a website guy. You know what I mean? I have a team.
Of people.
They work to make things,
That's happen. What's needed to be successful in anything. I don't give a damn if you flipping burgers at McDonald's. You see, it's a team line, right or wrong.
It's a team effort, right?
Get the burger, get the bread, get the onions.
It is.
So
I wouldn't have been able to get to this point without them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because my social media, they do what they do on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's all content brand related, but it's still a team.
Yes.
While I'm working and doing what I'm doing, they're handling. So
yeah, that's awesome.
They're like, I guess you could say, behind the scenes.
Yes, you need a behind the scenes. Yeah. I got my behind the scenes. You need a behind the scenes. So just the fact that it's Father's Day, that's another reason why I was excited to have both of you guys on here. So I'm so sorry, it slipped my mind. Because I do kind of want to talk a little bit more about your up and coming single that you dropped on the 7th. I want you to one more time tell them the name of it, tell them how they can find it, where they're going to find it at, because I like it and I'm ready for everybody else to like it too. I see that y'all got a lot of views, you have a lot of views on
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
I need
that
rap.
was the Come Correct album.
So yes. Now we're gonna come
Marketing.
correct on your marketing because I kind of, we shift gears. We start talking about the tour again. Mention a little bit more about your song and what's it about and where everybody can find it.
Well, the song is on YouTube and it's on SoundCloud under my name, Caine L's. Like for some reason it won't pop up. You just put LS. It has to be L apostrophe S.
Okay.
But KL song's called Double G. I'm just letting you know like how it is in the street. Well, how I am in the street.
Right.
And letting you know like how you move is always gonna be correlated with somebody else, even though you think it's not. Yeah, I mean, and at the same time it was more so like Bankroll Fresh had just died when I first had made that song. Like I've been recorded and everything, but I had to redo it and do a lot. And it was like kind of like a tribute to one of his songs because I bang with Bankroll Fresh. I ain't know him personally, but I just loved his music. So that's like why I had to do that song and put more effort into it than I had already had put into it.
Okay. So you redid it once, his passing and everything like that. That's good to hear.
I had did it like he had already passed and I had did it, but like how I did it was like it was low quality and all, so I had to go to a studio and re-record it.
Okay.
And do everything over.
Okay, because you wanted to make sure it was correct.
Yeah.
He's one of the people that influenced you in this rap game, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome. Don't call me ma'am no more during this interview, okay?
It's gonna happen. That's just
it's like, no, you're very polite. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, good. Just a thank you. I like that. I like that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so, I want to go a little into your dad. You worked with certain people in the industry here in Pittsburgh. Is there a couple that you can mention that you worked with besides on the tape music?
Oh yeah, I work with producers.
Okay.
And whatnot. I've worked with Achilles soon.
Okay.
Worked with Diesel. Different artists here and there.
As far as now, who are you guys? You just said that you just came from the studio. Who were you with?
I was with my cousin recording, but the producer's name is Coach Cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, it's down in Homewood.
Does he know his name came from the Lady Killer? Coach Cheese, the Lady Killer.
I believe so.
Don't want to see him at night. No. So that's what's up. It seems like you guys got a lot of family ties that is very talented because that's your cousin, but he's also a producer, correct?
Yeah, I was recording with my cousin. The producer is my friend. I went to school with him.
Okay, Cochise is the producer. The Lady Killer is your friend, but you were doing a song with your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin.
I like
Tay.
that. Okay.
That's
Okay.
Tay.
All right. Shout out to Tay to the song.
You want to drop Tay on No Hook, man?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. Are you guys gonna be doing a lot of music together?
I expect to. Like, I love love. I love my family as much. I try to get my family around and do music with me.
That's the best thing to do. There's no bond better than a solid one. And what's better being solid than blood? Like they're the ones who teach us how to deal with the people on the outside. No matter if we don't like them or not, at the end of the day, there's different ones in them and different spirits out here.
Yeah.
So stick with what you know. I have you said your tour is based off your up and coming album that is in August, correct?
Yeah,
And-
Destiny. I did a song. It's on YouTube, and also all my links is on my main website, which is heartless412.com. But I Will is the title of it, so it's actually the first single on the album.
What inspired that song and the name of it?
To be honest, the hatred,
Mm-hmm.
the disrespect, and the disbelief that I couldn't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've been around a lot of people in the city. I've been doing music for a while, and just I watch everybody's vibes. You know what I mean, and whatnot. And like me, I like to build with people, but you really can't build with people in our own city. Like that's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And people don't understand why, but I know why. You know what
Why?
I mean? It's because everybody wants to be next.
Mm.
And see, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? We here. There's
Right.
a difference. And that's the thing. Like, it's not about being next. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, music is a business. It's a constant grind of just being consistent. You find your niche, your lane, and you stick with it,
Thank you.
just like any other thing, and I stick in my lane. It's just okay, cool. How do I get more people to know about my brand? And that's what I stick to. People don't understand that, and that's where I came up with the I Will song, because there's so much knowledge that I have musically and business wise, but everybody's just not on the same mental level, and you can't deal with everybody. You just can't. And I try. And once I realized that, it's like, okay, so I just gotta fade off and do what I need to do for my team. You know what I
Stay
mean?
focused and consistent.
Right. Like, and that's what I do is me, and I'm trying to show him the business side, because that's more important than anything. You know what I mean? And once you learn that, then things will open up for you.
That is so true, because there's a lot of business oriented people in the music game right now that are not talented in music. But the reason why they are succeeding is because they know that business. Seriously. You know, the fact that you brought up staying in your own lane, that's the one thing I always post and I always talk about. You know, it's so much easier to be you. Don't try to be somebody else. Like that's like when we're driving, you said stay in your own lane. When you're driving, if you don't stay in your own lane, what happens? You crash. If you don't stay in your own lane, that means you always got to be watching somebody else to see what their next move is so that you could do what they do. Right. Girl, stop it.
That's crazy. I got a post on my Instagram about that. It says they tried, and it's a picture my social media manager made it. It's a car lane. It says they tried to stop me from getting in every lane, so I made my own.
Period. And that's exactly what you did. Like, I mean, there's other artists out here that don't use profanity. You know what's even funnier is that people don't even realize they don't use profanity because the beat's so good. I'm just being for real, keeping it 100. You got a good ass beat, you got a nice ass song. I'm just saying.
That's part of branding and marketing. And
yes,
that's what I focus on.
Yes,
branding
it is.
And marketing.
And I was wondering, you know, you mentioned producers that you work with. You didn't mention any artists. You mentioned your cousin. You know, is there any artists that you would like to work with here in Pittsburgh, or are you?
I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I have an artist. Her name is Ja Moore. She's a singer. So she sings on. She has a couple tracks on the.
She got the best last name ever.
That's coming up. Yeah, she's very.
Good morning.
She's very talented. But you know, I really just do what I need to do for a song. You know what I mean? Like I tried to link up with certain artists or whatnot, but I really think the fact of my whole profanity free thing, artists don't vibe with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's stupid. Then.
And it is what it is, because everybody has that concept that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're doing this. We ain't done it. We don't like that because you're not doing this. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't worry about it. I do what I gotta do.
Well, that was
like that.
Yeah.
Because my music is not.
Listen, if they baking oodles and noodles in the microwave, you ain't gotta cuss. Like that's the nastiest shit ever to me. But guess what? So they like it.
I quit. I just start making music for my fans. That's what I focus on. My fan base, and I have a fan base.
Yes, you really do. You really do. If you don't know about Heartless, literally go and check him out. Tell them one more time how to get to your
Heartless412.com.
Okay.
All my other links is on that one main website.
See?
Simplify.
Listen, artists, you hear that? You can't have. Don't get me wrong. I'm Danielle.Iris, but that's the same as Danielle Moore. I'm just being honest. But listen to what he's saying about the fact that you got to have one name. It's hard for me to find you on Instagram, Twitter. Your one name is I shoot him off the porch. Your other name is Jesus loves me. Like all this other stuff that y'all got going on. Stick to one branding name and you will succeed much. Because I remember it. It's Heartless 412. Yeah, that is easy. Like I can find you whenever I want to.
Google, everything pops up on Google and all of that. My own.com. I mean, but like don't get me wrong, I respect everybody's vibe for an artist and they brand. I love it. Brand, do what you do. Yeah, I mean, just respect mine or just stay out my way.
Period. Or stay out my way. Stay out my way, please. I know that you mentioned earlier about the fact of, I'm starting to notice the more and more that I get in talking to you artists, there's a lot of like you said, in city hate. And I like to stick with my positive movement. And I usually don't even like speak on it, but lately I have been speaking on it because I don't understand it. Like, our city really can boom and go far. There's so many talented people here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There is. It's just the most of them don't have business direction, and everybody's still focused on being next. Like, if you look at it, people, there's different companies that say, "Hey, come here, showcase your talent." Then they got people that vote for who's the best artist and all of that.
Right.
I personally don't get involved with none of that. I know my talent. I know my gift. I know what it is. So I stay away from that. I don't need nobody to tell me if I'm good or not.
Right.
I treat it like I'm already here. We already here. So as a business, I just do what I need to do to get more people to know about it.
Right.
And I think if other artists do that, they'll have better results on what they're doing. Like, we just started this 8 months ago. Like, that's it. I said I wanted to go do music and go on tour. That was it. I quit doing everything else I was doing with my other businesses. I said I'm gonna make my music company a priority. That's it. I prayed about it, and then I kept it moving, and everything started happening.
And you stayed consistent.
And I stayed consistent.
And it's not easy. I mean, right now you're saying it like it's a breeze. I want people to know the truth. Like, it's not easy giving up your source of income. It's not easy giving up your sacrifice of your time.
No, it's rough. It's rough. I literally had to change everything. Like, the music I record, I built my own studio.
Okay.
So I record, I mix, and I master my own music.
Okay.
I do it all. And I did that for time reasons. And the fact that no one's going to tell me how I need to do it, or, I got to work on this person's time or that person's time. Like, it takes a lot to get it done. And there's deadlines, and other people want stuff. Companies need, you know what I mean? Like, you have to focus on it. And I couldn't have time spending money on paying for studio time because I also have a family.
Right.
I got businesses. I got bills. I got people to take care of. So
right.
I had to do it that way. Like, there's so much more to doing music than what people understand. They don't really get it. You could spend all your money going to the studio and paying for studio time and getting it mixed and mastered. And you got producers just charging this and that, and then you're buying your beats or whatever. So you're paying $300-$400 a track. So once all that's done, and you done spend like $1,000 on songs, now what you gonna do? You don't got no money for marketing.
That's why a lot of people end up quitting.
Right, you don't got no money for marketing. So I simplified that. I got everything in the house. So all I have to do is just worry about marketing.
That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, like it took years to come up with that. I watched and figured everything out. How can I do it that's more efficient to get out there? And now that everything's moving, now it's becoming easier because I learned the business side of it.
That's like you said, that's with anything. You got to know the business side of it. Now, as far as, your dad said there really isn't no one that he's, searching for to work with here. Is there anybody here in Pittsburgh that you would like to work with?
Well, definitely Trap Ellie.
You made me wipe my eyes.
My bad.
He had to think about it real quick.
Yeah, like I definitely was thinking Trap Ellie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Esco.
Yeah. Sometimes like somebody who I used to listen to them every day. Like when Kittle got locked up, I couldn't listen to Kittle every day no more. So I just kept playing order.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's a couple other people, but right now, like,
that's your vibe though. Esco. Like I can see that.
It's just like it's the vibe you give off. It's hung with it. Yeah.
So, and that's funny you brought that up because that's what I was about to get to. Where is it that you guys are from? Like, we got straight into the no profanity. So where is it that you guys are from?
I grew up in Homewood on Hilltop.
Oh, Hilltop. I know about Hilltop. That's where I drank my first St. Ass. Do you hear me? My first St. Ass.
I hear you.
With Toya.
Yeah, I got lots of memories.
From Hamilton Avenue.
Hamilton? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Hamilton. You see I got quiet. Couldn't think of nothing real quick.
All you know is bacon, huh?
All that. Yup.
Right?
Yup. Sure do. That's where I bought my very first St. Ass. I was like 15 years old. It was blue. Oh, see, I ain't even a grown up. I didn't even drink a real St. Ives. I drank a special brew, and it was good. So shout out to all this Homewood St. Ives drinking shorties. Yeah, Simmy's. Simmy's remind me of corned beef. Yeah, I like to eat. You know. Yeah, you don't eat?
No, not a lot.
Yes, you do. You eating something. You know you is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be hungry on that tour, I'll tell you that much. Watch them girls, though, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him out of trouble for that, especially with everything going on.
Yeah.
We cool. I got that.
I be mainly too high to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, let's rephrase that. You be high off the weed, because we're allowed to do that now. I don't want to see y'all messed up off no pills, man. That shit's corny.
I just smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Helps you get your day back, especially in this hating ass city. It's like, I'm only playing. I'm only playing.
I just keep the AC on and stay cool.
As far as like, do you drink or anything, or you just?
Yeah, I drink rum and whatnot.
That's when you curse.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, when I'm mad or I curse when I'm mad or I feel disrespected.
When's your birthday?
April. Yeah, I'm an Aries.
Yeah, Aries. Y'all are like a Gemini. But no, seriously, we don't like being disrespected.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So
nobody like being disrespected.
Now, some people can deal with it more than others. I'm really starting to peep that. Like some people can really, those are the people that spend your food. But they really can deal with it more than others. I'm more, but no, people that in your no people no. I feel as though he will tell y'all how he feels. Yeah, so I'd rather deal with a person that in your face can be like, you know what, I don't like the way that such and such and brother that went down. But as far as a person that sits there, you're like, come on now, that dude done disrespected your ass and you tell me you ain't gonna do nothing. Those be the people that really actually doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm a 0 to 60 type person. I give respect where it's due, but when I feel disrespected, I don't care who you is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a man, like you're a man, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect is earned.
Yeah. You know? And you're so calm, you're a little scary a little bit. Yeah. For real. I be having to like pull shit out of y'all artists, man. It's all right, dude. Y'all be sitting there before screen. Oh, they talking, blah, blah, blah. Then we get on screen, everybody's like, I want to be mellow. I'm going to be calm.
That's good. Right now, my man, I'm focused on 1,000 other things.
I believe it.
I got 1,000 other things.
That is the part of being in the industry, and you already know this. Like, seriously, like, if you wasn't busy, you'd be broke. You'd be bored. All the B's. You don't want to be none of them unless you be as in Beyonce, but any other B is but. So
you could be a billionaire.
Billionaire, Beyonce. You know, they took the name out. It ain't even called billionaire no more. It's called Beyonce.
Gotta be a Beyonce.
Gotta be a Beyonce. Shit. Love that girl. But, you know, it was really a pleasure. One more time, we're going to shout that Heartless tour out. That begins. What date does it begin?
The first show is January. It's July.
July
18th.
18th.
Yeah, it's at the Underground. It's in Lansdale, PA.
Okay.
And I got the flyers. They're posted. I'm doing marketing for it also.
That's what's up.
My news feeds from my Instagram where the flyers is on Heartless 412.
Heartless 412. I'll most definitely have that up on our Grand Mode Worldwide. Also on my Danielle Moore page and everything, just so that you guys, people who don't know already about this man, can get to familiar with this man. So also the album drops August 3rd. August 3rd.
I Will is out right now, the video anyway.
Yes.
It's on the YouTube page.
Yes. And if anybody was looking for a label to come to that is on your type of movement, they should get with you, or do you have a manager?
No, I'm self-managed.
Okay.
But you find me on Facebook. I think my other number to be reached is on my website also.
Okay.
So they can call it and leave a message, and I'll get back.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Yes, he is, y'all. He will get back to y'all. Thank you guys. Yes. I just want to thank you guys for coming and, you know, sharing your Father's Day with me. I am really excited to see how your tour goes. I want you guys to come back in 6 months.
Plus, he can't never say never done that before. you.
Period. And you will. Oh, I was about to lie and say you'll be old enough to drink with me when you come back. No, that's only like 6 months from now. We're gonna lie. We're gonna lie. And we're gonna get that nigga in the background of Halls. Well, all right.
So you can't edit that because it's live.
You need some milk.
Oh, milk gets the phlegm out. I thought milk built more phlegm. Look at this education.
I don't know. I just seen that video on Facebook.
Well, he comes down
lies.
from the
Don't believe those lies. I'm just telling you from a mom. Milk builds phlegm. Don't believe it.
Yeah, so you gotta do research on that.
Yeah,
you
don't be just.
Facebook will have
This
you
is
blowing up your
YouTube.
microwave.
Don't be
and
just
stuff.
saying stuff on YouTube.
Have you blowing
People
up your
believe anything
microwave.
on the internet.
Yeah,
They
sure do.
That's why you do the research on it.
Period. Well, we all booming right now, you know. Somebody Facebook calling. Might be me. I'm a little popular.
That's what it is.
Psych. But as I was saying, thank you guys again for them to get in touch. If anybody would like to look up your music, what is it again?
Caine L's L apostrophe S.
Yes.
On YouTube, Caine the L on Instagram.
TH or DA?
DA.
DA.
DA. L. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Caine DAL on Twitter too.
Okay.
And then my Facebook GG Caine.
GG Caine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, y'all gonna get familiar with these lips real soon.
Yeah.
So before we leave off, you know, thank you guys again. Happy Father's Day to you. Thank you very much for coming.
I think you have them.
So don't worry.
Be happy.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Danielle Moore Show. Be on the lookout for these guys right here. Once again, thank you for joining me on Grind Mode Worldwide. Again, our app store. You can download us at GMWW Radio. On Google Play is Grind Mode Worldwide Radio. Twitter, follow us, and Instagram at GMWW Radio. Facebook, as everyone already knows, is Grind Mode Worldwide Radio. Subscribe, watch on Grind Mode Worldwide Radio on YouTube. Get them views up, y'all. Yes. Thank you again for tuning in. Be safe. Have a great day. Happy Father's Day.